Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bird and Beckett. We're going to have a show here in a few minutes, actually in about 1 minute. Scott Foster playing guitar for you, and a lot of compositions that he's brought along, and he'll tell you what's what. So I'm going to go back there and take off the little card that says the show starts at 7:30. I think it's probably 7:31, so it's time to pull that down. And that's about it. Scott's going to come up here and pick up his guitar and play for you for around an hour and a half. And so just run and get yourself a beer real quick because he's about to start. Here he comes. All right, Scott, come on up. I'm going to look at it from that end and take this one title card off. And go. So why don't you listen slide away a little bit?
Hey, everybody. Eric is safely 6 feet away, so I'm removing my mask for this performance. Oh, by the way, camera, get this?
Yeah.
Just know that. Segment by the great Charlie Parker, Yardbird, here at the Bird and Beckett bookstore. We always like to start off with a bird song, and that's one of our favorites. So thrilled to be with you tonight. Thank you all for showing up. I should be looking at the camera and not out at the empty audience space. Anyway, thank you all for joining us tonight. We're going to be here for a while playing some songs. We're going to play a lot of Scott Foster music tonight. And one of the things I've been doing over the quarantine period is writing a lot of music. So I'm so thrilled to be able to share it with you tonight. So thanks again for being here. And we're going to start with one of those right now. number one in the book. We're going to be playing some selections from this famous book, Quarantine Files. I was back here months and months ago now, and I got to share a few of these with you, and so the book has grown since then. Everything's got a QF number. You'll see that Shelter in Place is QF number 1. You just listen to Shelter in Place. I thought starting with number 1 was a good place to start for us. As I kill some time speaking to you, we are going to tune because we care about your ears. That's the one. Like I said, starting the quarantine off, I was on a writing streak, and I wrote, and then, ironically, when I got to about the 19th song, number 19, kind of started to dry up. Not wanting to leave it there, I was able to eke out a couple extra tunes at the end, but at the end of this little binge, everything started to sound the same, so put that on pause a little bit and decided to try to start documenting some of this stuff, with the goal, of course, of a writer to share the music, and with no audiences available or venues to share it in, started a little recording project. And the next song I'm going to play is the first song that we recorded in this project, and hopefully we'll get through a lot of these recordings. It's proving to take a lot longer over the interwebs than it does in person. But we're chipping away at it, and I'm so happy to have a nice crew of people helping me out with that. I think we'll talk more about that in a moment. This one is called Dark at Night. Dark at Night. I'm going to attempt to play you just a little sample of. I've got a rough mix of what that song is supposed to sound like. But this evening, although you have the great pleasure of listening to me play solo guitar, most of these are conceived as ensemble pieces, and so there'll definitely be times throughout the evening where I'm hearing the orchestra in my head, oblivious to the fact that you're listening to me play guitar by myself in the room. So you'll hear that from time to time. I did want to give you a little bit of a taste of what it sounds like in my head. So this is just our little rough mix, and I'll keep it short, but just so you get an idea. Let's see, how do we do this? Is that coming through? There you go. You were listening to the very talented Andrew Higgins on bass and Russ Gold on drums and vibraphone, helping me flesh out some of these tunes. They've been so generous with their time. Getting these tunes out of my head and into the air is a really big goal at this point. So it's not just an exercise in my underground basement room. However, I realize that maybe not all of you signed up for a full evening of renderings of my music on solo guitar. So I also want to include a couple other things, and this is one by one of my favorite composers, Thelonious Monk. He calls it Ask Me Now. Ask me now. Ask me now. Get the mic. Ask me now. A couple things going on up here. I haven't been under the lights on stage in 6 months, or close to it. And unfortunately, this guitar hasn't been out of the corner of my room other than the other time I was over here 3 or 4 months ago. So I'm always so thankful for the Bird and Beckett to give me a reason to unpack the guitar and bring it out and play it for all of you. But that means that it's going to be going out of tune all night, I'm afraid. Not used to the lights, not used to being out of the corner of the closet there. Thanks for your patience with the tuning. Oh, that's a bad one. Thelonious Monk. So, gosh, as much as anything, playing these solo things, I miss communing with my friends and communicating with my friends and having that interaction. Really, the reason I've pursued music as long as I have is to have a community give and take, and that includes you and the audience. Thank you again for being part of the process. But boy, I really miss the back and forth and the inspiration you can draw, and when something happens in real time to make you change your thinking and all those things that happen on stage. So I bring that up. Why? Oh, because this next one would be really interesting with the group. Unfortunately, you're going to hear it with me solo. I'm going to tell you some more stories about this one. This one is called, I gave it the name 19. This is an inside baseball for all you composers out there, but seems like it might be interesting, especially when you hear the sounds of it. You'll be wondering, what the heck is Scott thinking about here? And what I'm thinking about is I had been listening to a bunch of Schoenberg one day and got the idea of writing a tone row. And with all the 19 news in the news, I decided to take the first 19 notes that you encounter in a chromatic scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And miraculously, it formed an octave plus a tritone. And for those in the know, you know how magical the tritone is in music, especially the music that I play. A lot of us play. The tritone is the action interval. And so then you take those 19 notes and you put them into little groupings, put them together. And then what I do is I just pick those groupings and I play them forwards. So you're going to have 19 notes going forwards, separated out. You're not going to just hear me playing 19 notes in the row. So I pick groupings of notes from those 19 notes. And then so this piece is, the first half is forwards, and then you take that same tone row and play it backwards. And that's what you're going to be hearing, plus a lot of guitar sounds. Based on 19 notes in a row, but not played in a row. Sometimes I use I statements. Sometimes I'll be playing and a thought will pop in my mind. I can't shake it loose to focus on the music, and that happened a little bit there because there's some techniques. All those close notes. I just kept my young son, or not young anymore, but my son walked in me in the living room playing all those close intervals. It's like, what are you doing? And anyway, I saw his face and those words echoing in my head. So hopefully you all, if you had a similar reaction, it's over now. Let's see, what's next? How we doing, Eric? That's good. What's next? Oh, this will wash it away. This is called the DEO Shuffle. I can't give you a number in the book. This is probably in the mid-teens somewhere. Sometimes they come out weird. Sometimes they come out real normal, like this one. DEO Shuffle. Oh boy. I'm going to continue to tune as it continues to be an issue for me up here. So that's one you could sort of do as a guitarist alone. They call it poor man's piano. We're supposed to have the whole orchestra here, but boy, I really find that I miss the, that's that one again. I really miss the players. I really miss the players. And kind of juggling all the parts is not always super fun. But I'm so happy to be here with you, sharing all this music. And I'm going to do another one from the book. Again, not a great example of something that a solo guitarist would pick out for themselves to play, but I want to play it anyway because it's my chance to share this music with all of you. Thank you again. Early on in the COVID outbreak, got the news that McCoy Tyner had died, and that was a big loss. It was just the loss of a genius who's no longer walking the planet with us. But of course, his music and legacy will last forever. And the more I listened to it and thought about the mark he made, it just became undeniable to me how much, as incredible as everything he contributed was, how much when it was reinforced with Elvin Jones, the two of them together, interstellar, just completely on another planet. So that's where I came up with the title for this one. It's called Mick Jonesin'. Mick Jonesin. Oh boy, what should we do? What should we do? Ooh, a nice breeze is coming through here now. That feels good. Okay. I had made it a goal not to really repeat any songs from last time. I started with Shelter in Place, which just seemed appropriate because that's the number one. That's what kicked the whole thing off. But I am going to play this one again, which I played last time. And it's got a part for you at home. If you remember it, sing along. We say, I'm happy, and we say it ascending. We say it with these notes. I'm happy. And then we say it going down. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. You'll know when to do it. It's good for you. You might want to practice right now, just sitting there at home, just saying, I'm happy. I'm happy. That's your part. We're going to need you to chime in when it starts. This one does have some lyrics. I think I'm going to play an instrumental version. And if I get inspired, I might sing the words at the end. But your part is important. I'm happy. I'm happy. This one's called Happy All Alone. I had the time to write a song. You know, I just need to stop feeling low. We've got each other after all. You know, I'm happy all alone. 'Cause we need to stay at home. We just need to stop and sing the refrain. There'll be a time for us to meet up again. Here we go. I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's do it again. I'm happy. I'm happy. One more time. It feels so good. I'm happy. I'm happy. I know I'm happy alone. Just for now. Thanks for playing along. Feels good to say those words now and again. Can we just acknowledge how weird this is? I'm here alone in a room. Well, not alone. I've got my great friend Eric here with me, but staring in a camera and hoping that some of you are out there and not getting up and slamming the computer shut. It's just different. It's so different, and I'm embracing it. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to share some of this music. This is what it's been like in the old studio in the garage, just me sitting around and playing through some of these tunes that I wrote. I'm really happy to have you on board. As I mentioned, one thing that you miss, or I miss, besides a really in-tune guitar, is the ability to kind of communicate and have musical conversations and be inspired by what you hear around you and what others bring to the table. It's an important element in this music we call jazz. It is for me. I rely on it, actually. I just prepare myself as best I can and then just hope that others will inspire me to do good things along with them. Oh, this is really bad. Thanks for your patience, sir. So without having the ability to do that, I decided why not have a little musical conversation with myself. And so this is another standard for you, a little break from the Scott Foster music. This one is called It Could Happen to You, a musical conversation. It could happen to you. I think when I read the lyrics, that's it's sort of a love song. It's about how I fell in love and you could fall in love too. It could happen to you. But I took it as a lot of different things could happen to you. And some of them have. Once in a while during this COVID, I got to check the time because Eric, you can't be here all night. Oh, good. We got a little more time. using I statements again. I wish, the COVID thing, we're used to seeing all those shapes in the graphs and stuff, and I feel the same way about sort of my emotional roller coaster. Sometimes, like right now, I'm super high. I'm here at the Bird and Beckett bookstore. I'm talking to all of you, getting to share some of my passion with you. It's a good day, but there are definitely some valleys in there. And this next one I wrote during one of those moments. It's called "I Heard the Blues Today." day. Happens sometimes. You might notice in some of these songs there's moments of pause, and a lot of these songs ended up with just stops, just times where music just stops and rests. And I don't know. I'm sure it's part of the environment where you just kind of have to look around and check yourself. It just kept popping out in all these songs. Here's another one. Boy, this is a fun one. This one was inspired by Lula Galvão, the great Brazilian guitarist. It's called Lula. Lula. Although this could likely go on all night. I'm down to my last couple tunes. I wanted to put some good energy out in the world. Besides, you guys hopefully all tuned in for the Black Lives Matter moment. But this is a tune that was on my first record. It's available here at Bird and Beckett Bookstore, I believe. It's called Night Blooming Jasmine. And it's old now, but it's an oldie but a goodie. And this is a song by James Williams. And I just wanted to put this energy out there because, as many of you know, we're in a battle for the soul of America, apparently. And I don't know. I think there's something actually beautiful about thinking about the soul. And this is a song he wrote for the great saxophonist Billy Pierce. He calls it Soulful Bill. And so this is me just trying to put some soul into the universe so we can win back the soul of America. Soulful Bill by James Williams. Soulful Bill. So we're coming to the end of my prepared presentation. And by prepared, I mean I wrote the names of some tunes that I like to play on a sheet of paper, and I'm playing them for you. Many of you are asking, or maybe you're not asking, Scott, are you still writing? It seems like you've been writing a lot. And unfortunately, the answer is no. Luckily, I am doing some recording, and I'm documenting some of this work, which is really feeling good. It came to a point, like I said earlier in the evening, I got to my 19th tune, ironically, and started to peter out. And then over the next few weeks, a couple others sputtered out. And then by the end of it, the set of files ends at number 21, which by the end of this run of this little good writing stretch I had, they all started to sound the same. Everything kind of sounded exactly the same to me. And they all sounded like this last tune. This is the last tune in the book. This is number 21. And hopefully it will sound, it should sound like someone laying back in a recliner or on the couch playing the guitar and just kind of playing the same riff over and over again. It's got a little bluesy element to it, but it's basically just a guitar riff that repeats over and over again. And it's kind of apropos. It's called Still Home. Thanks again for tuning in. My couch. I'll do the best I can. Thanks again for joining us here at the Bird and Beckett bookstore. Does Eric ever come to the stage and make announcements anymore, or is that even... No?
They want to see you.
Okay.
Thank you, Scott.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Support Bird and Beckett. Come to all the live streams, 7:30 to 9:30, Thursdays and Fridays.
Pretty much so.
Pretty much. Keep your eyes on the prize, and we'll make it all work together. Have a good night.
Thank you, Scott. Scott Foster, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Scott.
All right.